So today I've got to build 4 oak shelves. This is oak plywood. I've got some oak edging here that's going to go on it, but I need to rip it down. I think I need to rip it down. I got to double check my measurements. And I'm going to use my roller tables and my table saw. What? I'm not supposed to use a table saw? What am I supposed to use? No one uses a table saw anymore? Hold on, I'll be right over. Well, apparently table saws are out and the new tool is in. To a lot of people who've been in the construction and remodeling industry their entire lives, they've never heard or seen of a track saw. And I'm familiar with it because I'm on social media and I'm familiar with Festool. Most contractors aren't on YouTube. They're not on Facebook. They're not on Twitter or Instagram. They've never heard of a Rockler wood store. They don't have them everywhere. There's not that many. That's one place you can go and actually find a Festool track saw system. Can't get them at Home Depot, Lowe's. Most lumber yards don't carry that line of tool or a track saw. And you're probably like me when you heard how much they cost. You were like, sorry, I'll go use my table saw. There are alternatives. I looked at a couple of them. What's that one that makes the other jigs? The blue one. Craig jig. Craig. With a K. They make a shorter track saw something for like $100. This one here I got on Amazon. It was recommended by one of you after you saw me struggling with the table saw in a different video. Easy Smart track saw system, 108 inches. This was $279 on Amazon. Links in the description. What this does is it lets you use your circular saw. I've got 3 of them. 2 are sufficient for this job. It actually is a high quality track, and it is a universal track. It's on par with the quality of the tracks that come with the systems, the DeWalt, Makita, or Festool systems, except you get to use your own saw. But for the 108-inch tracks, there's 2 tracks that go together. That's common with all the other brands. They have a track thing that goes together. It's got a clamping system that clamps to your work. So many times it said, I was reading the directions, it said refer to the diagram, and this is what you get. You get basically an ink blotch mark. You can't see anything on the instructions. The instructions are pretty much useless. It is made in the USA. This is just extruded aluminum, and this here is the base that goes on your saw. So what I'm going to have to do is go find a YouTube video on how to put this thing together, because these instructions are useless. They're complete. They used to be a picture at one time, but this is just a photocopy. It's kind of embarrassing for if you own this company. I'll give a high rating for the packaging. Nice. I think these are pool noodles, I think, cut and put over the ends of the tracks. So this is the saw that I'm going to be using, and already disappointed. This here, this little tab, I guess it's called a blade alignment tab. It's broke off. It says blade alignment, and I can see a line going to this. I'm pretty sure I can get it to work without it. Are useless. You can't really make heads or tails of anything that they're talking about. I just wanted to say, yes, it came broken. So far, 0 stars on the Handyman review. Not gonna work. Broken and missing parts. Horrible instructions, even though the online video was adequate. Oh, and it doesn't fit my saw. I've got another saw right there, but that's not the saw I want to use. So one of the most common cordless circular saws does not work. God, I really was hoping that this was going to be a good video showcasing a good quality product. As someone who needs a tool to make money and do their job, this is not it. I guess that's what I get for trying to take the cheap route and go with the affordable option. I think this is worth about $75. So just in case you still want to gamble, I'm going to go over why it didn't work. One, this alignment piece was broken. Yes, you can still do it, but I don't want a broken thing, especially for $280. You can also see that these things are stressed. They have stress cracks already on the alignment tools. The other thing is there was supposed to be a riving knife type guide in this bag, and it's not in there. Now for why it won't fit. See, I even have my clamp on there. I was, you know, going through the instructions and everything, and it's I guess the saw is too small. The base of the saw won't work with their pre-drilled, and he says in the video, well, if the pre-drills don't line up, don't worry, you can still use it. Well, that's not the case. Maybe way out here you could, but the guide, this piece here, how am I trying to say this? Jeez. This piece here is too narrow, and they want you to screw into this out here, and I agree that you would need contact on both sides of the blade in order to hold this thing flat against the base of the saw there. Well, I hope you liked that video. It's from 2 years ago, I think. So I was searching for a track saw alternative way back when. This one didn't work for me. I probably wouldn't suggest it. It's just too cobbled together for that much money. $280 on sale, marked down from like $308. Obviously, most of you know that I made the plunge and I paid about double that for the cordless DeWalt track saw. That's one I recommend. It's worked great, but I also love my table saw. I got a couple of these old videos, maybe only two. This would be one, and we'll get back to regular scheduled program. I'm in a really nice house now, wrapping up a video and a project. 2020 is fully booked, and I'm starting to overbook. So it's going to be a challenge of all the actual work in 2020 and all the videos that I would like to put out in 2020. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.